Hello children. In the previous session of physics, we were discussing on the lesson chemical effect of electric current. There we studied about that the liquids also conduct electricity. We studied with the help of activities. How does the liquid conduct electricity? And few liquids which are good conductors of electricity as well. And we also learned about the magnetic effect of electric current. That is, the magnetic field or a current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field around it, and so in place of tester we placed the magnetic compass and learned that to check the small amount of current, the presence of small amount of current, the magnetic compass will help us. The needle will show the deflection even to the small amount of current, and hence we can say the current is present in the circuit or flowing in the circuit, or in other words the liquid is conducting as well. And we also studied about the LED bulbs which are sensitive to small amount of current and it glows, and about the two leads of the LED, the long one is positive, short one is negative, and also I said you about the difference between the battery and the cell. In today's session we shall be discussing about what actually the chemical effect of electric current means, what actually it is, and that we shall understand in today's session. Again, to do that we are doing one activity. Already I have sent the animation video with regard to this activity, children. Hope you have gone through it. Now we shall actually see what it is, Anta. Let us consider a beaker and fill it with water. Take two carbon rods. Carbon rods. So these two are the carbon rods. Upon the carbon rod, say suppose this is the carbon rod, cover it with the metal caps. So these two are the metal caps for the carbon rods. The carbon rods, with the help, through the carbon rods, the connecting wires are connected and it is connected to the battery. Long line positive, short line negative. It is connected to the battery. Now children, if you take, we have discussed now in the previous session that if you take the normal water, it is a good conductor of electricity. But when you consider the distilled water, it is not conducting, means it is not allowing the current to pass through it. It is not producing current. Why? Because normal water consists of dissolved salts or ions in it. We studied by the activity that salt solution or lemon juice or vinegar are the liquids which are good conductors of electricity. So, distilled water does not contain any dissolved salts or ions present in it. Hence, it is the bad conductor of electricity. But the normal water what we use consists of dissolved salts and ions in it, and hence it is a good conductor of electricity. If you take normal water itself, it is a good conductor. But still, to increase its conductivity, to increase the conductivity of the water, what we have chosen here in the beaker, children, we are adding a spoon of salt plus the lemon juice. To the normal water, when you add a little salt and the lemon juice, don't think we are preparing lemon juice here in the beaker. We are doing all this in order to enhance the conductivity. Enhance means increase the strength of this water to conduct, so that its conductivity increases. After preparing this solution, next what we do is dip these carbon rods. Dip these carbon rods inside the beaker. Make sure that the metal caps what you have put for the carbon rods are outside the surface of the water. What will happen? We know metals are good conductors. So when it comes into contact with water and when you have the power supply, children, the short circuit will take place or you may get the electric shock. That is the reason you should make sure that the metal caps are outside the surface of the water. When you insert these carbon rods, you leave it for 2 to 3 minutes. Don't touch anything. Just insert the carbon rods in this beaker containing water plus salt plus lemon juice. Leave it for a few minutes. After few minutes, we observe that the gas bubbles are formed near the electrodes. You can understand it better when you see the animation video there. So, after few minutes, we can see the gas bubbles are formed near the electrodes. Why do you think these gas bubbles are formed? Means the chemical reaction is taking place, children. The chemical reaction is taking place because the power supply or battery is there through which the current is flowing, and again we know water plus salt plus lemon juice solution is a good conductor of electricity, and hence the current is making the passage of current through this conducting solution is making the chemical reaction or chemical change to take place, which in turn is resulting in the formation of gas bubbles near the electrodes. What are these electrodes? Means these carbon rods are called electrodes, children. Hence, we can say a chemical change is taking place when two electrodes are inserted in the conducting solution. This is called the chemical effect of electric current. Only if the gas bubbles are formed, we don't call it as a chemical effect of electric current. But also, few other changes may take place. What means? See, first we will study. Carbon rods are called electrodes. Just now I said, carbon rods what you have inserted are called the electrodes. The passage of current through the conducting solution causes the chemical change, isn't it? When you pass the current through this conducting solution, which is the conducting solution which is in the beaker, the combination of these three, that solution is conducting, it's a good conductor of electricity, and you pass the current through them, what will happen is the chemical change will take place. What will happen as a result of this chemical change? You have studied in class 7th about various chemical changes, children. Like when you scratch the matchstick against the matchbox, it catches fire. When you burn the paper, it turns into ashes. Like this, various about examples of chemical changes you have learned in class 7th already. This is one more. So, as a result of what? As a result of what? As a result of this chemical change, the gas bubbles are seen near the electrodes. When the chemical change takes place, what change did we observe here? Gas may be released. Here the gas is released. Hence the gas bubbles are formed near the electrodes. What are the other chemical changes that can take place are the color of the solution may change. You have learned in performing the experiments in chemistry lab, isn't it, children? When you mix two chemicals together, the color changes will take place. You have done all that in the lab. So when this chemical change takes place, the color of the solution may change, gas may be released, gas bubbles, or the deposition of metal on the electrode may take place. What do you mean by this deposition of metal on the electrode can take place? Means, children, that I will explain you in the next concept, okay na? So for now you keep in mind, whenever chemical change is taking place, the color of the solution may change, the gas may be released, or the metal may get deposited. The deposition of metal will take place on these electrodes. It is not like always you have to keep the carbon rods. In this particular experiment, carbon rods are used. So you can use iron nails as well. So deposition of metal take place on the electrodes. These are the effects of this chemical change. So the chemical change may result in any of these three conditions. This process is called the chemical effect of electric current. There is one more small activity given in your textbook, children. One scientist thought, why only always liquid? Means why should we conduct water, salt, lemon juice always? We studied in previous session checking the conductivity of vegetable oil, normal oil, honey, etc. Any liquid for that sake. we keep on by trial and error method, we keep checking whether it is conducting or not conducting. So what that person thought was, why can't, in place of taking vegetable juice, directly let me insert the conducting wire in the vegetable itself. For that, he took a piece of potato. What is this? He took a piece of potato. He inserted both the ends of the wire and connected it to the tester. Which is the tester what we are using to detect presence of small current? It is magnetic compass, isn't it, children? He connected it to the magnetic compass. When he did so, he observed that, and what he did was, when he did so, unfortunately, he got some other work and he left the circuit setup as it is and he was busy with the other work. He came back after some time and he saw what has happened here. He was excited to see the bluish green spot on the potato. A bluish green spot was formed on the potato, that too near only one of the terminal. Near other terminal, it was normal. Two wires were inserted inside the potato and it was connected to the magnetic compass. By mistake, he left the setup for some time as he got busy with other work. When he came back after some time and observed, he saw that here, near one of the terminals of the wire, the bluish green spot was present. Bluish green spot was formed. He was wondering how come it formed. Next, what he did is, he tried the same experiment with different other vegetables and fruits. And he also, in all the cases he observed, near one of the terminals, this bluish green spot was formed. And later he noticed that this terminal was nothing but the positive terminal. Hence he came to the conclusion that, okay, so if at all in any circuit we don't know which is positive or which is negative, if we do this method, then after some time the bluish green spot will be formed. Wherever whichever terminal this bluish green spot is formed, children, that terminal is called as the positive or is said to be the positive terminal. So this is one of the interesting activity in your textbook. Please go through it. This is about the chemical effects of electric current. Next we shall discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is what we have studied as one of the point under this chemical effect of electric current. It is the deposition of metal on the electrodes. How does this deposition take place means, and that process is called electroplating.